Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, April 27th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by the SPCA of Anne Arundel County and Annapolis Subaru. This is the witty part of the DNB, or so I like to think. But today, you know what? I got nothing, so let's get right into it, shall we? Not a whole lot of information on this just yet, but I do hope to hear from the Annapolis Police Department a bit later on this morning. A man was flown to Shock Trauma Center last night at about 9 p.m. after being shot near the intersection of Atwater and Bell Drives in Annapolis. Now, this is the apartment community that's off of Forest Drive, sort of tucked in behind the CVS and Lido Pizza there. You want to look to eyeonannapolis.net a bit later this morning for some more information. The cost of housing is the top concern for residents of Anne Arundel County. Or so says the semi-annual survey from Anne Arundel Community College's Center for the Study of Local Issues. Density, cost, and availability are all concerns. Dropping off of most of our radars is COVID. But crime, drug use, and the economy are still all in the mix. You want to check out the summarized results at eyeonannapolis.net, and if you really want to get deep into the weeds, we do have the full 100-plus page report in that post as well. If you get a chance, make it a point to check out The Wizard of Oz before May 21st. The refreshed Compass Rose Theater is now in Maryland Hall, and the production is getting rave reviews. It is a tiny theater, so there are very limited seats. Performances are Thursdays at 7 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m., and matinees on Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. Plenty of free parking at Maryland Hall, and tickets can be had at compassrosetheater.org, and theater is spelled the American way this time, with an ER at the end. And while we're talking about tickets, they are selling at a brisk clip for the Annapolis Irish Festival. Now, the festival is a bit early this year. It's on May 6th, and tickets will be limited again, so if you want to get your Irish on, grab some tickets right now. Now, we do have a code, AIF20EYE, and that'll save you 20% on every general admission ticket you want to buy. That's AIF, the number 20, and then EYE. Some awesome food, some awesome vendors, and, of course, some awesome music from Gaelic Mishap, Gaelic Storm, Hold Fast, The Bastard Bearded Irishman, and more. There are also VIP options for you as well. You want to head to abceventsinc.com to get those tickets. And remember, AIF20EYE saves you 20% on all the GA tickets you can handle. Okay, sometimes I get ridiculous surveys and sometimes I get good ones. Which one should I go with today first? All right, let's go with the ridiculous. The Dog Advisory Council tells me that the Cane Corso is the most popular breed of dog in Maryland in terms of Google searches. The Shiba Inu is number 2, followed by the French Bulldog, Boxer, and Rottweiler. And I call BS on this. Where is the Chesapeake Bay Retriever, all of the doodles that we see, and the labs? And even more BS is that the Cane Corso is the most popular breed in nearly every state. The only states that don't list the Cane Corso as the most popular breed are California, which likes St. Bernards, New York, which likes Boxers, and Rhode Island, who likes those Shiba Inus. But the interesting survey I got was from WalletHub.com, and they looked at the cities with the biggest homicide rate issues. I expected Baltimore to be really up there toward the top, and it was not number 1, but it was up there. Looking at homicides per 100,000 residents, Baltimore ranks number 3 with 10.47, and they're behind New Orleans at 12.76 and Memphis at 14.19. D.C. came in 6th with 7.76. And while D.C. seems to be getting slightly more homicide-y, Baltimore is getting a little bit less. Year over year, the number of D.C.'s homicides actually increased 1.17%, and Baltimore actually decreased 2.87%. Maybe there is a light in some far-off tunnel. All right, that's all I've got news-wise. Podcast stuff up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight. As we head into Cinco de Mayo, we speak with Roxana, who is the owner of Caliente Grill. And next weekend, it should be Karen Thymer Brown, who is the new CEO of Historic Annapolis. And by new, I mean about 6 months or so. And if you missed it, check out the bonus pod we dropped the other day about the advocacy organizations that are to be honored at the upcoming Annapolis Spring Sailboat Show, which starts tomorrow and rolls through the weekend. And that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for today's Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. All right, so now you need to hang tight because we have George from DCMDVA Weather with the only locally forecast weather report you will find, and you normally would expect Trevor with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes, but this week we're going to disappoint you. I think he was dog-napped by his corgi Brie. No, actually, he's just taking the week off, and he will be back next Thursday. Anyhow, hang tight.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, April 27th. It was another cool but enjoyable weather day yesterday across the Annapolis region, despite a little rain shower activity in the PM hours, and today will be very comfortable with sunshine and dry skies, but a wet, rainy stretch of weather is ahead Friday into Monday. Look for plenty of sunshine today with highs in the 65 to 70 degree range ahead of a cool, wet day Friday with highs in the low to mid 60s with a breezy east wind and a fair amount of rain as well, mostly in the PM hours. And as for the weekend, rain chances will remain high both Saturday and Sunday with highs Saturday in the 70 to 75 degree range with rain possible throughout the day, with similar conditions Sunday, with most of Sunday's rain in the PM hours lasting off and on through much of Monday morning in the mid to upper 60s ahead of a return of sunshine with low to mid 60s both Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. Don't forget, follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another exciting weekend of affordable family fun at Prince George's Stadium with the Bowie Bay Sox. It starts on Friday the 28th with our Glow in the Park Glow Stick giveaway. Then on Saturday, it's Unicorn and Dragons Night. The first 500 kids to the gates get unicorn and dragon horns, plus post-game fireworks. And then on Sunday, it's a pre-game Meet the Team autograph session. Get your tickets now by calling 301-805-6000 or anytime online at baysox.com. The Bowie Bay Sox. Let us be your 9-inning vacation.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.